and maybe you don't either. So I'm not really sure where it's going to go, but it will be a full sequence, and we will spend a little extra time in the beginning in the sort of integration portion. So even though it's an abbreviated practice, you still get the time to land into your body. You still get the time to take this beyond just movement, just exercise, and you get that opportunity to work in as opposed to just working out. So that said, we're going to start in child's pose. So just take your knees nice and wide apart, big toes together, and lay your head down. And take a couple big breaths here so that you're breathing so deeply you feel the low back ribs rise and fall. You might even feel your whole body lift up on the inhale and sink back down with the exhale. And as you breathe, let your breath presence you into how your body feels in this moment. And this is important. This is what distinguishes this practice from literally just going through the motions. From child's pose, walk your hands over to the left and draw back into your right hip a bit. So you're creating a side stretch in your child's pose. And then inhale and feel the breath stretch out into the right side ribs. And as you exhale, melt back down. One more big breath in. And exhale it out. Come back through center, and we'll walk the hands over to the right. Draw back that left hip. 2 big breaths. And we'll come back to center. We'll come up to hands and knees. Just take a couple moments to warm up your spine in cat-cow, inhaling to lift the chin and tailbone, and exhaling to round your back. And you can go at whatever pace feels best, but allow yourself to really articulate the movement of your spine. And each pass through cat and cow, you might be able to get a little bit of a rounder shape, a little more space. You can let your elbows be soft and take that rolling action into the shoulders. And then take the knees wide, big toes together. We'll take the left arm high on an inhale. Look up, open your chest. Exhale, reach underneath your body. Lay your cheek down, shoulder down. If it doesn't reach the ground, place a block underneath the cheek and shoulder. And then start by pushing into your right hand so you can actually leverage your chest open a bit more. And you can stay here, pressing down into the left hand or maybe just the left fingertips. Or wrap the right arm up and around your back. Take a big breath in. And as we exhale, come on back to center. And then right arm high, inhale up. And exhale, reach through, lower down, pressing into your left hand to open your chest. And maybe the arm wraps up and around your back. Come back to center. We'll come into downward facing dog. Feet together, right leg high. Bend your knee, roll your hip open. Your We'll stay here or lower the left forearm down and come up onto the right fingertips. Downward facing dog. Left leg high. Bend your knee, roll your hip open. Same thing. Stay here or right forearm comes down. You can come up onto the left fingertips. If it feels rushed, skip it. Right? Now is not the time to be figuring out how to get yourself into a tricky balancing posture on one arm. We're moving a little faster than that. So inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, high plank. Lower all the way down to the mat. Cobra pose, lift your chest. Downward facing dog, draw back. Big breath in. Exhale it out. Look forward, walk or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold in. Separate your feet quite wide. Bend your knees as much as you need to. And let's interlace the hands at the back of the neck. Elbows drop in. And you just let your head hang. Close your eyes. Really let your head be heavy. So you're dropping down the weight of your head as you shift out of the heels and a little bit more into the balls of your feet. The heels get a little bit lighter. And then release your hands down. We'll step the feet in towards one another, though keeping them hip width distance is probably best for most of us. Roll all the way up to standing. Inhale, sweep up, reach back. So sun salutation A's from here. Forward fold, flat back, high plank, low plank, upward dog, downward dog. Breath in, breath out. Breath in and out. Breath in. Exhale, bend your knees, looking forward, walk or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, flat back. High plank, low plank, up dog, and down dog. Big breath in, exhale out. So even at a quicker pace, it's not rushed, it's not panicked. You'll notice I'm not out of breath. I'm not completely out of breath. Right? You should be able to breathe. Bend your knees, look forward, walk or jump. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, flat back. High plank. You can always drop your knees, low plank. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Big breath in. Exhale it out. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, walk or jump. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold. Utkatasana. Sit low, reach up. And see if you can find just a little adjustment here. So we find the strength and the support in the low belly. So hand to your low back, fist to your low belly. Guide the hand at the low back down, fist at the low belly up. So you get the length in the low back, and you get the structure, the support through the lower part of the spine. So you can reach up. Take a big breath in. Exhale, forward fold and bow. Inhale, flat back. Low plank, step or jump back. Upward dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Right foot forward, warrior one. Inhale, come up. And just for this first one, we're going to do the same thing. So Hand to the low back, fist to the low belly. Lift the heels so you have some mobility and strength in the legs. Okay. Draw the thigh bones in towards one another till you can feel that space, that length at the back of the pelvis, and you can feel the lifting up of your pubic bone, but that allows you, really, what that's getting at is it allows you to engage the muscles of the low belly. Uddiyana Bandha. And then reach up. Leave the heels up. If it keeps you in the strength of your legs, it usually does. Take a big breath in. Hands to the mat. High plank. Low plank. Up dog. And down dog. Left foot forward. Warrior one. And so maybe this time you still lift the heels, but maybe you don't have to bring the hand to the low back and the low belly, but you find that adjustment anyways. You find that way to create space at the back of the pelvis. So we're finding a neutral alignment as best we can through the pelvis and all the way up through the spine. Take a big breath in. Hands to the mat. High plank. Low plank. Up dog. And down dog. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, walk or jump. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana. Bow down. Flat back. Low plank. Up dog. Down dog. Right foot forward. Warrior one. Inhale, rise up. Exhale all the way down. High plank. Keep exhaling through low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. High plank. Low plank. Up dog. And down dog. Good. Big breath in. Exhale out. Inhale. Exhale. Step your feet together. We're going to inhale the right leg high. Bend your knee, roll your hip open, and you might stay here or flip your dog. Right foot lands, and you reach. Right arm towards the front of the room. Now push into your feet. See if you can take your hips a little higher. And come on back. High plank. Low plank. Up dog. And down dog. Right leg high again. Right foot between your hands. Crescent lunge, come up. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a big breath in. Exhale, find your twist. And I'll stay here for 3. And 2. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, we'll come up and around, warrior 2. Flip your front palm and reverse your warrior, reach back. Breath in. Breath out. Bend the front knee a little more. Big breath in. Exhale, hands to the mat. High plank to low plank. Up dog and down dog. Breath in. Breath out. Feet together. Left leg high. Bend your knee, roll your hip open. Stay or flip. And reach out into space. Lift the hips up a little higher. Open your chest. Open your throat. Take a big breath in. High plank to low plank. Up dog and down dog. Left leg high. Left foot between your hands. Crescent lunge. So come on up. Even here, right, you're seeking that stability in the low back. You're trying to draw the left hip back right hip forward. Hands to your heart, take a big breath in. Exhale, twist. And then breathe for 3. And 2. And 1. Come up and around, warrior 2. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior, reach back. Drop the left hip a little bit more and peel back the left side ribs. Take a big inhale. Hands to the mat. High plank. Low plank. Upward dog. And downward dog. Breath in. Open your mouth. Clear it out. Inhale. Exhale. Big breath in. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, walk or jump. Inhale, flat back. Exhale to fold. Come all the way up to standing. Sweep up. Maybe a little back bend. And then right arm under for eagle pose. If you're going to involve the legs, right leg up and over. 3 breaths. And then release and sweep up. Left arm under. Left leg up and over. And really the alignment is again the same as it is in Utkatasana, warrior, when you're trying to drop the tailbone down and lift the low belly up. So there's a lengthening, instead of a crunching, a lengthening in the low back. And then sweep up. Hands to your heart. Pause in Tadasana. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth to clear it out. Tree pose. So we're going to bring the right foot in to the inner left leg. Even just heel up is sometimes enough. Maybe you sweep the arms up. And release. And we'll take the other side, left foot in. And you can sweep up or any variation that you want. And release. Utkatasana. Hands to your heart. Take a big breath in. Exhale, twist to the right. So you can stay here. We've been in a twist before, so you're warmed up if you want to open your arms. And if you feel warmed up enough, you can come into a side crow. Just for a breath or two, lifting the feet. It's really the same shape, so it doesn't matter which shape you take. It's just what feels right today. We're going to come back to center and forward fold in Padagustasana. So bend your knees as much as you need to. Grab your big toes. Inhale to a flat back and exhale, fold in. Shake your head out. Let it hang down. And then release your toes. You can move the feet back in towards one another. Utkatasana. Hands to your heart. Take a big breath in. Exhale, twist to the left. And then maybe you open your arms. And maybe that side crow balance. Coming back to center. Forward fold. So you have options here. You can take your hastas under your padas for Padahastasana. Hands underneath the soles of the feet. You can come into Malasana squat. Or if you're feeling arm balancy, Bakasana, crow pose. So either of those for 3 breaths. Feet come down, we're back in a forward fold. We're gonna slowly come all the way up to standing, reach up, reach back. Exhale, bow down. Inhale, flat back. High plank. Low plank. Up dog. And down dog. Big breath in. Exhale it out. Take your right leg high. Knee to your nose. Right leg high. Right knee touches left elbow. Right leg high. Right knee outside your right elbow. Right leg high. Right foot between your hands. And we're going to walk all the way over to the left. So we're in a wide leg stance. Turn your toes in and your heels out. And so you can just hang here. You can hold the outsides of your feet. And if you want to, you can come into a tripod from here. And if you're familiar with it, you don't want to end up, home alone in a tripod you can't get out of. But if you want to come up into tripod, take the legs up. And then back into the forward fold. And we'll walk all the way to the front of the mat with just the hands, legs stay where they are for a moment. Then we'll step the back foot forward enough to feel like we have a comfortable distance between both feet to be in pyramid pose, lengthening the spine over the right thigh. And then hands to the mat, step both feet back, high plank, low plank, up dog, and down dog. Big breath in. Open your mouth, clear it out. Bring the knees down for a moment. Toes are curled under. And you can even reach back for your pinky toe if you need to include it in the curled underness. We're going to sit back to the heels, hands to the thighs, open up the soles of the feet. And it's okay if you're up here. If you can't sit all the way down onto the heels, it just takes some time. For some of us, the feet can be so tight. But if you think about it, if your feet are that tight, and you're walking around on that kind of base, that really affects the alignment all the way up through, or the biomechanics all the way up through your leg, into your hips, into your low back. Everything's affected by how your foot meets the ground. So we want to start to do the work, even if it's challenging, of opening up the soles of the feet. We'll come forward, tap the toes, get your frustration out with that. And then back to down dog with brand new feet. Take a big breath in. Exhale it out. Left leg high. Exhale, knee to your nose. Left leg high. Left knee, right elbow. Left leg high. Left knee outside, left elbow. Left leg high. Left foot between your hands. And we're going to walk over to the right. Okay, so forward fold. If you want to try that tripod again, you can. Maybe you just interlace the hands behind your back and let this be more of a chest opener as you forward fold. And if you want a little more oomph, you can bend the knees and walk the hands back behind you and come into Shavasana, sitting onto the backs of the arms and maybe lifting the feet. And then walk yourself from whichever pose you were in back to the front of the mat, stepping your back foot forward as much as you need to for a pyramid pose, lengthening over the left thigh. Right, so instead of the hips kind of swinging open to the right, you want to press into the feet and steer the thighs in towards one another. And then hands to the mat, high plank, low plank, up dog, and down dog. Big breath in. Exhale out. High plank. And slowly lower all the way down. And then low
Locust Pose, hands interlaced back behind you. Peel the heads of the shoulders back and inhale, lift up. For 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Bend your knees, though you could come into locust again if you wanted to, or bow pose. Reach back, grab the tops of your feet or your ankles, kick back and lift up. For 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Hands down underneath your shoulders. Press back to a child's pose, but this time we're going to have the knees together in child's pose. So your back rounds as you bring your head down and you sweep your hands back towards your heels. And then come to hands and knees and really round your back in an extended cat pose. Round your back, pull your belly in. Imagine that you were shielding something underneath of you and you wanted to broaden your back body as much as you could. You might even come up onto the tips of the fingers to enhance the stretch in the length of the spine. And then we'll come to seated, and we will take a boat pose, Shavasana. So sitting on the back of the pelvis, you can hold behind your thighs if you want. Yeah, that's helpful. You can extend the arms if that feels sustainable. You can extend the legs. For 5, chest open. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands down, feet down. Your fingers are pointing out away from you. Reverse tabletop, lift your hips up. Right, press up that extra inch that allows you to feel the stretch across your chest and across your hips. And then lower down, Shavasana. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands down, feet down, lift up. Reverse table. Maybe you drop your head back for 3, 2, and 1. Come down, Shavasana. This time we're going to have the knees bent. On the inhale, we extend a bit. We're going to take sharp exhales, pulsing in for 1, exhale 2, exhale 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, feet down, lift up for 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Come on down. Bring the soles of your feet together and fold forward. Baddha Konasana. You can let your back round here in this one. Let the top of your head drop down. And then come on up. Lay back. Feet flat for bridge pose. Press into your feet, lift your hips up. So feel the length in your spine. Even here, remember when we brought our hand to the low back, fist to the low belly, it's applicable here as well. Find the length in the low back as you press into your feet. And then lower down. And you can either come into bridge again or wheel. Hands down alongside your ears. Press down and lift up for 3, and 2, and 1. Lower. Drop your knees in together to touch. Feet are still on the ground. In fact, walk the feet out a little wider. Knob-kneed pose. Pretty self-descriptive. this like full body breath. Knees up. Bring the left ankle across the right thigh. This may be enough, or reach through and hug your right leg in closer to you. Now cross the thighs, so the left thigh is crossed over the right thigh, kind of like eagle pose, or like you might sit cross-legged. We're going to take both knees to the right, arms out wide, and maybe the chin to the left. Come back to center. So other side, right ankle across the left thigh. If it feels okay, you'll hug the left leg in closer. And so you're flexing the right foot. So you're activating the muscles of the right ankle, and subsequently the muscles of the right knee are engaged, protecting that knee. And then cross your thighs and both knees over to the left, chin to the right. Come back to center. Take the legs up. Really simple, Viparita. No need to overcomplicate it. This is a short practice. Simple but profound Viparita Karani. If you want to bring your hands under your hips, you can. Legs up to the ceiling. Keep your chest soft. And from here, Shavasana. So you just extend the legs, arms down alongside you, palms face up, close your eyes. And we'll be here together, so you don't have to worry about how long you're here. I'll let you know when it's time to come out of it. I promise the video won't just end and leave you here. So just lay back and breathe. Start to deepen your breath. Maybe a sigh out. And then, with your eyes closed, bring yourself onto your right side. Curl up there a moment. So the way we close our practice is important. So again, distinguish this from just a regular workout. And then bring yourself up to seated. And sit tall so that you can feel the strength and the support of your own backbone. Hands together in front of your heart. Take a big breath in. Open your mouth, clear it out. Thumbs to your forehead. And as a thank you to yourself and to each other, as we bow, we say namaste. So, namaste. Thank you.